Hello, hello, hello. I don't know what happened. I was sharing with you what was in the oven, and next thing I knew, you were gone. Okay, as I said, I'm finishing up. I'm doing my, got some white chocolate over here that I'm melting. I'm going to drizzle on these thumbprints, and these are my cutouts, my cutters. I've got a Christmas tree, got a snowman, some might call it gingerbread man, and I've got the almighty Santa Claus boot. Now, when you work with these, you want to put a little flour on them. That's why I've got them in the bowl here with the flour. That way they'll come up easier, hopefully. Again, there is no exact science. I don't care what anybody tells you. Okay. Now, when you roll this out, this dough, you want it to be, I would say maybe an inch or 2 inches thick. That way you'll get a nice, this is a nice cutter. I must say, I've never used it. I found these on sale at Smith's, you know, because it's Christmas is here and it's gone. And you know how these grocery stores are when it gets close to the holiday, they haven't sold it, they'll put it on sale. And I'm always looking for a sale. So now when you do cutouts, you want to put them as close as you possibly can. That way you don't have so much dough between each piece. And then, because you're going to reuse this, whatever's left from these cutouts, you take and you use it. Let's see here. Okay, this is almost done. So what you do with these is, hope that doesn't fall off of there or I have a mess. Okay, so this is what you do. You take, you can do this 2 ways. Because this dough is very soft. That's why you have to keep it. You can move this from around here like this. Take your spatula. I'm going to have to put some flour because I see this is very soft. And it's been in the refrigerator. Yeah. You don't want to have a lot of difficulty getting this up. Okay, let's see here. Yeah. So now with these, there's a lot you can do with these. And I've got this this saran wrap under here. Ooh, this is really soft. Yeah, you generally want your dough not to be that soft. Well, that's coming along. Okay. And again, you know, a lot of people, they really want to start on this and they want everything to be perfect. Nothing's perfect. You know, we all make mistakes. I don't care how long you've been doing it. This is delicious. Yeah. Remember, you always want to taste. You always want to taste your batter. Now this got a long way to go. Yeah, I've got a lot going on here. It's time for this to come out. See, these are very light, so they're gonna be, you just have to find somewhere for them to go. Okay. I would rather have something going in there right now, but because I'm trying to do so much, I don't. Okay. Oh, there's nothing in there. Let's see here. I'm going to take and bind these. See, when you're giving people stuff, they're not particular. I mean, as long as it doesn't taste terrible, they don't care. They're just glad to get it. You know, most people have no idea what's involved in doing this. Be very careful when you're taking these off, because especially if your dough, I might not even be able to work with this. It is so soft. I may have to, now again, if you're not able to do cutouts, you can just do regular sugar cookies. All that depends on you. Now these are the other ones that I showed you over here. Oh, look at this. This is a chewy cookie. This is the cherry one that I showed you earlier. That was a ball. See that? See? Let's see. See that? Nice and soft. See that? See? It's not crumbly at all. Okay. I'm having trouble with my dough. If I'm not able to get this to act right, I really wanted to, because I like these cutters. They're cute. But see, I got so much going on here with this plastic. And yeah, I'm having all kind of problems. So once I get that plastic up, if I'm just working with, now whenever you are melting chocolate, I know you're saying she's just doing too much. Whenever you're melting chocolate, you want to mix a little oil, vegetable oil, to help thin it out. You don't want it to be hard. Where's my wire whip? Okay. Let's see. Also, I wanted to show you, because these are very light. See this? They're very light. They're not dark on the bottom. Let's see. Because I didn't use a spatula. See that bottom? These are very light cookies. They don't get dark. Let's see here. Put these over here. I hate my cutouts aren't working. They really, the only issue here is they need more flour. The dough is so soft. I don't want to deal with that though. I really just want it. See that? Oh, come on, come on, come on. Don't be afraid of it. Remember, you're in control. Don't let it control you. It's just dough. But what I'm going to have to do is add some more flour to it. That's all. Yeah, if you are multitasking, and I always am, just stay focused and keep your eye on everything. I have no patience. I'm just trying not to. I'm trying to make every moment count. See how thick those are? Ooh. Let's see. Yeah, all I have to do because the dough is really rich, meaning that it has a lot of butter and flavoring in it, so it can afford some flour. It won't hurt it, it won't change the taste, it'll be fine. Now when you have a situation like this, when you can't get it off your spatula, just take and spray it a little bit with some Pecan, and it'll slide right off. You can use that, or you can just use some flour. Either or will work fine. So much going on here. Now, when you're melting chocolate on top of the stove, you want to double boiler that. In other words, take a bowl. I've got a bowl on my eye. And right now I'm using a bowl that can go on the stove, on heat. And I have water. Got water, and it's boiling, and I've got a bowl inside of a bowl, and as I said, when you're thinning this is just Western oil. Just take a little bit of it and thin out your chocolate. Now, again, there's no exact science to this. Not at all. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take, this is white chocolate that I did in a double boiler. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take it, these are cool, I'm going to take and drizzle some of this chocolate over see that? I hope you can see it. No, you can't see it. See what I'm doing over here. I basically took, I guess you say after the fact, I want to tell you what I did. Thing about doing stuff like this, you're never really sure what you're going to do. You just kind of, see, that's the fun. That's the fun of it. You're not sure. You just try it, and again, if it doesn't work, okay, no big deal. I'm going to do the exact same thing I did over there. I'm going to take my whip. My bowl is hot because it was on double boil. I'm going to do this. See this? Just take your whip and swish it across. See that? I hope you can see what I'm doing. See? That's it. Okay, so that's that. Now, my problem child. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of, because I really only wanted to get a tray of these cutouts done. And again, the other option you have is to not deal with any of this, to just go ahead and take this dough and just take it and do it like this. Make it a regular cookie. But because it's Christmas and I'm trying to do what's right, what I promised I would do. See how that breaks up? Said I wasn't buying any more flour. I don't bake often. This is, like I said, this is special occasion. So, let's see here. Now, be careful. That's why you want to put it in gradually. You don't want to have too much. Okay, I don't have anything in the oven, so I don't have to watch that. Okay. Now, when I made this batter up, I doubled my recipe because it takes a lot of dough to do cutouts. That's what it comes down to. Now, I'm going to put some sprinkles and stuff on it, but because I got to use my rolling pin, you always want to put some flour on it, and then you take, let me move this. It generally takes some elbow room when you're working with a rolling pin. What do I do with that? I need to put some more see, this is what happens when you're trying to do 10,000 things at once. You forget what you're doing. Okay, now, these, I know you're like, what the hell is she doing? She's all over the place. Okay, these balls that I just took out of the oven, they need some powdered sugar on them. So, I had forgotten. So what I'm doing, you might say, how do I know that's powdered sugar? Well, that's another thing about doing something over a long period of time, you know. And if you're not sure, taste it. I was watching something on television the other night. They made some cookies and they tasted them. They had somebody taste them because they were sure it was great. And they had made a mistake and it was salt and it was not sugar. So, if you're ever not sure, all you gotta do is taste it. So, see how this looks? Once it comes out of the oven, you put it in the powdered sugar. It's gonna look like that. See? Then you just put it back over here. I'm only doing one pan. One pan of, now the thing about this chocolate, it does not stay, it'll firm back up really fast. So you have to constantly stir it if you plan to use it again. It'll get hard and you'll be like, what happened? No big deal. Just keep your water handy. And so you saw all I did was take my whip and proceed on. Okay, I hope this is going to give me what I need. Like I said, just take time with this. So, you know, as I said, if you got any comments, remember, roll this dough out about 1.5 to 2 inches thick. You don't want it thin at all. And remember, you can be as creative with these as you want to. And keep in mind, when you're putting things like this on your cutouts, be sure and press them down in there a little bit. And again, there is no set way to do this. You do it any way you want to do it. It's something too you can do with the kids. Fun for everybody. Everybody can have a good time. Let's see, let me get some green. Yep. Okay, I want to try to get the rest of this done so I can keep it moving, as they say. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Now, when you're using a rolling pin, you want your dough, hopefully, to be as level, even as possible. Because what will happen if it's like wavy, in other words, if it's not level, it's going to bake uneven. And you'll be wondering why your cookie is brown on this end and it's light on that end, or it's light on this end and it's dark on that end. That's because your batter that you were rolling out was not level. No big deal. You got two choices. If you think it's not level, you want it to be level, it doesn't have to be. You can take it and start over. Just ball it up and do it over. See? That's all you gotta do. No big deal. Yeah, so have a spatula handy so that you'll be able to get these out of here without, with very little, without any difficulty. Come around there and straighten that out. Okay. So I just want to finish this pan, and then I'm going to bed. It's just that I really wanted to get this done. So basically, I got boots. I got boots and trees. I didn't get the snowman yet. Hopefully, I will, you want to make sure you have enough room, because this dough is kind of thick. So you really want to, get two more trees here. And I'm going to, I'm just going to use up this dough, because you basically just keep using it. Keep using it till it's gone. I'll just ball up, gather up what is here. As I said, there is no set way. You do it any way you want to do it. Am I making a mess or what? See, and all you do, gather up what you have left, ball it up, make another ball. You do the same thing that you just did. That's it. I'm trying to keep from grabbing some more aluminum foil, because this I have destroyed. See that? Okay, you know what? I'm going to finish putting sprinkles on these and put them in the oven. Ah, shit. You didn't see that? I'm in here making a mess. Green. Now, you know, there are a lot of people who will bake these up and then they will make up some different color frostings, and I'm not doing all that. Okay, now these go in the oven. See? Okay. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm going to, as much as I want to, I didn't get any trees, did I? Should be glad. I'm trying to. Let's see. Just, as I said, be careful when you're using your rolling pin. You only want to roll it out about 1.5 inches. Let me see if I can get some of these snowman. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see if I can get a boot out of that. You can get as close as you want, as long as you can get it in there and cut it out. And as I said, just keep doing this until you have no more dough. That's really what it comes down to. You just keep gathering it up till you have no more. And I'm almost finished. I almost don't have any more. As I said, this is something that's really great to do with the kids. They'll have fun. They can, because these blades are sharp, you may not want them to use these kind, because they do sell all types. Or if you do have these, then maybe you should use the cutouts, and they can do the decorations. And again, because you can be extremely creative, you can put just about any kind you want. Maybe you want them to bake plain, and then when they come out of the oven, put frosting on them. There's so many ways you can do this, but if you're going to use sprinkles, you do that before you put them in. And again, I didn't change the temperature of my oven. It's set on 325, maybe 330, not quite 350 because I got a crazy oven. And because these are white cookies, they're not going to get brown. You really have to be careful. You give them maybe 10 minutes. And that's it. Take them out. You let them cool. Because I already put sprinkles on them, there's nothing I have to do for them except cool them. And that's it. And remember, you always want to put flour on your, see, this is all I have left now. See that? That's it. So I'm going to try to get a couple more. This dough is very fragile. See? It's coming off on my, boots out of this. Try, I don't know. Gotta get really close. I think this is gonna be it. Shit. Well, that didn't work. That completely broke. So, if you got flour on here, just brush it off. Yeah, because that's breaking up. And, so, you have a choice. You have an option with this. This is dough. You can either, you can take this and make regular size, because there's nothing wrong with it. But because I don't want to work with it anymore, I'm going to take it and break it and just make, should be able to get at least 3 out of this. It's just that when you're doing like a decorator basket, it looks really pretty if you got some designs in there. That's just all for, as they say, aesthetics. You know, it looks pretty. Okay. Talk about a mess. Now would be a great time to have somebody that's coming in to clean this up. But of course there isn't. They're just me. Okay, so I'm going to, what am I going to put on this? Let's see. Let's see what I got. Okay, as I've mentioned, I've got a bad back, and I have on my brace because it is difficult for me to stand. And you might say, well, why would I torture myself? Because I enjoy doing this. So I endure what I endure because I enjoy doing it. I'm not forced to do it. It's just something I've always done. It's something I used to always do with my kids when they were young. And now I do it for